Somebody's on their way out. That's exactly what that hourglass means. When all that sand falls to the bottom, a couple guys that are in Laker uniforms ain't going to be there no more.
No, but look, it's still some left at the top.
That's what I'm saying. When it all falls to the bottom.
And he may be speaking, I go back and forth. He could be speaking to the players, but obviously you played in the NBA. You played against LeBron. You know how he operates and manipulates things over there with Rich Paul and Clutch to get certain guys in the situation. In the end, is he talking to Darvin Ham, though? Like, what is he really saying?
I mean, there ain't no telling. Obviously with LeBron's greatness, a lot comes with that.
Yes.
And I actually just talked to D-Ham the other day, and, I had D-Ham when I played for the Lakers back when I was over there with Kobe, and he was an assistant coach. But coming into that seat, Key, you from here, the light never turns off.
No.
Whether you're winning, whether you're losing, you're the number one team talked about in all of sports. So I hit D-Ham yesterday, just told him to hold his head, man, because he's going to be the scapegoat, whether it's his fault or not, because players are making so much money now that the coach has to be the scapegoat. Back when I first came in the league, the coaches carried a lot of weight. But as we've transitioned, the game has grown, players are making more money. Now, 9 out of 10 times, the coach is the scapegoat. Again, I'm not sure if it's his fault or not, but he will be blamed for what's going on.
What type of coach could withstand the turbulence that's going on with the Lakers right now? Like, what type of coach?
Maybe just LeBron being player coach. Maybe, that could work. It's a tough seat. Again, it's a hot seat.
Because of
LeBron. I'm not necessarily saying because of LeBron, because it's the Lakers, first of all. So first and foremost, and then you add LeBron's light to that Laker light, and that light, you need a lot of sunblock on to sit underneath that light. So whether it's Darvin Ham or somebody else, it's always going to be a hot seat in a hot position. At the end of the day, this is an older team. With every year they're constructing a new roster, chemistry is very important. And I feel like because they got that bubble championship off a team they built that first season, that Laker fans expect every single year, we can just throw a bunch of guys together with LeBron and they can win a championship. And it's not like that. So again, I don't know how cryptic it was or who it was to, whether it's teammates or whether it's to the coach, but
somebody gonna roll at some point.
Something's gonna change.
See, the reason I say because of LeBron is because I feel like it's so hard to win the opinion of others when you coaching a LeBron or Kobe Bryant. Like, it's just hard.
Yeah.
Because they ain't going nowhere.
No.
Right? At the end of the day, they're such great champions. And Michael Jordan, obviously, but he had Fielder basically the entire time that he was winning championships. It's just so hard to be able to, because you damned if you do, damned if you don't as a coach with somebody like LeBron. Now, LeBron ain't necessarily trying to push you out, but if you're not winning, people look at it and they go, well, it ain't LeBron, it's this dude.
And it's tough because, again, LeBron is coming down, unfortunately, to kind of the backside of his career. We may only have LeBron maybe 2-3 more years, 4 if we're lucky. And I say lucky because I think too often we sit back and fans sit back and criticize and critique everything he does instead of enjoying his greatness. But the clock is ticking. And his hourglass is ticking. So he wants to maximize his time. I feel like he will be a Laker until he's done, unless he, goes back to maybe a Cleveland to retire his jersey, because that's maybe where he started. But I think his playing days are going to finish in L.A., and he wants to have the best team around him. And the one thing I will say about this is they have a lot of assets. They have some similar players, and they have a lot of assets to go out there and get them. And I'm a big fan of Austin Reeves, but I think that the Lakers are overvaluing who he is.
You know what's so crazy about this, Matt? And I'll never give up my conversation, the name of my conversation,
right.
But I had a real conversation with a real individual that really knows the game. Like, he helped create basketball, essentially. And we were having dinner. This was the start of the season. And this started the season. He told me, he says, your team, because I'm a Laker, he says, your team isn't good, Keyshawn. And I'm listening to him. I'm not going to argue with him, right? Because I can't argue with him.
Right, it's an OG.
And I'm like, what you mean? He goes, they got LeBron James, who's 39 years old, and they got Anthony Davis when he wants to play. I said, but they got Austin Reeves. He said, Austin Reeves is a good little player. That's what he said. So I'm sitting back and I'm listening to it, and I'm saying to myself, okay, but because I can't argue with him.
Right.
Ain't no way in the world.
Right.
We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find all facts, no breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.